All right, next item is the West 40 Regional Safe Schools Program Intergovernmental Agreement.
Tim, you want to touch on this? There's an additional handout sitting next to you. I think there was one typo or amendment, Mary Ann, is that correct?
I just changed the wording per Mr. Welch's suggestion.
Right.
The resolution?
Yeah, so use
The West 40 actually, title of the school is the Safe School and Middle School, correct?
Yes.
So that was correct, the official title.
Okay. Any discussion on this, or do you want to, Tim, you want to tell us about this?
Well, just basically what it explains here is that West 40 runs this regional program. Tuition's $1,800 a month. If we give them a $5,000 prepayment, then we guarantee a tuition rate of $1,600 per month for any students that we send there this year. And if we don't spend the $5,000, it automatically rolls over to next year.
Did we
So-
use them last year?
Yes.
How many times?
We ended up having a student there
Yeah,
Two
we
students.
absolutely used it, and we
just
actually,
throughout the year.
we also actually put additional money in the budget this year, so that if we have an additional need for a student or maybe a semester, this is one of those interventions, we've added something back.
All right, any other questions on this?
Prepayment meaning timing. What does that mean? To July, August, or what does that mean?
We probably put it through in the August board meeting,
Okay.
August board.
Is the 5,000 like I don't understand, is it a deposit?
I think the
And they
reason
hold it?
I think the reason they asked for this agreement and encouraged this agreement is so that they can cover their staffing cost at the beginning of the year.
But what I don't understand is that the deal we had before was we used it or lost it.
Right.
What I don't understand with the 5,000, where they carry it over, is will they just hang on to the 5,000 and we'll keep paying $1,600 a month and lose that or not? Use it or lose it, and then if we keep the 5,000, we'll get 1,600 to next year. You'd pay the 5,000.
That's like a down payment on.
It's a down payment.
It's a down payment on the $1,600
Right.
a month.
But
If you don't use it, if you don't send any students there and you have no costs,
So I
then the
guess-
5,000.
That's
So the-
benefit versus what they offered before, because you'd pay 16, you committed to a certain number of seats and
Slot.
paid the money, and whether
Right.
we used it or not,
Right.
we didn't,
Yeah. So this is a better deal.
Then we always talked about, well, how many students do you think?
yeah.
And then we bought one spot.
I think I told Tim this year, if I believe to recall that my meeting with Tim and Pam, is that we put in a second student. If we don't use it, we don't use it. We're not reserving a second spot.
So
But
we're
we
gonna-
built in extra money, so if we get to a situation where we need to remove a student for a semester, we have technically almost 2 seats, money for 2 seats.
So is your real suggestion we do two $5,000
No.
payments?
Right, we just
5,000
want to
covers
do,
all.
we do want to do the one so we have a guaranteed seat.
But if
We
we
got money in
do,
the budget.
but if
We
we,
put additional money in the budget, so if we had to do a second kid at the 1,800,
yeah, but if we do, the way this is described, if we do two at 5,000, and we don't ever send a second person, they're just gonna hang on to the $5,000 and we use it the year after, right?
Yeah, the 5,000 guarantees the lower tuition rate for every student we send there.
Oh, for every student
Yes.
we send? Oh,
Yes.
For the year.
oh,
For the year, so
Okay.
yeah, so that's even better.
okay, that's even a better deal.
but
But
we put the extra money in the budget to start.
okay, I didn't understand that
All
either.
right.
Do I have a motion on this, please?
Resolve
I
it.
have one other question, unless you
Okay,
wanna wait.
sure.
Aren't these the ones who, we had a deal last year though, and they raised the tuition during the middle of the year?
Yeah, that's our region.
So, I mean, what confidence do we have that they're gonna stand behind the 5,000 and use it or lose it? Or last year they came to us and said, you have to pay us more or we can't operate. I'm a little concerned that we're pre-funding money to an organization that didn't stand behind the deal that we made last
It's
year.
not really an organization as much as it's our intermediate service center, like we're almost obligated to have to use their services, and this is where you have to get your licenses approved and all that.
Okay,
But the state is not funding them fully.
okay,
So those decisions that came down last year where they had to increase their costs and they had to furlough and do some of that was because of Governor Quinn's plan of consolidating these services in regional offices. So it's like, put this right up there with your school finance question of accrual, and the state makes us go through them for all this to do our licensing and stuff, but yet they're not funding them. And
But you're on the board of this organization, right?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
He's on the board of Lansing.
Lads, a different one.
I think when I read it, that attachment B says that the tuition is for the school year. I think it's like a contract here that they're saying it's 1,600.
All right, do I have a motion on this?
Resolved that the Board of Education Township High School District 208, Cook County, Illinois hereby approves the intergovernmental agreement fiscal 2014 fiscal year 2014 between West 40 and School District 208 for the purpose of placing students into the West 40 Regional Safe Schools program if the need arises, with the tuition of $1,800 per month or prepayment of $5,000, ensuring a monthly tuition rate of $1,600 per month, as presented in July 9th, 2013 board agenda packet.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mike Welch. Mary Ann?
Mr. Jepson?
Yes.
Dr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Walsh?
Yes.
Mr. Welch?
Yes.
Mr. Gritchen?
Yes.
Ms. Ruska?
Yes.
Mr. Cindy?
Yes.